really just feel like the next time that I put myself in a role where I'm going to be in charge of programs or developing things, I want it to be in my area of strength, which is elementary, and I will hold out for that because I'm going to be successful. I've been on the struggle bus for the last few months. Basically, to kind of boil it down, last April, when we took our daughter to college orientation to Karis, we both felt like when we were sitting in the lectures, we felt like we wanted to come to that school. I felt like we were supposed to go there not to get another certificate or a piece of paper or a degree or anything, but because there's healing that needs to happen for the next step of our lives. And I think that there's wisdom to be imparted that can make us more successful in the future in whatever God has next for us. I think a lot of people see me as a middle school teacher because that's just what they're used to. But actually my training and my passion and my knowledge base is so much broader at the early levels. After I had decided not to take the position, then, because I just said to God, I feel like right now is not the right timing. Unless you step in and do something, then I'm taking this as a no for this year and to wait and see what happens for another year. And if you want us to go this year, you're going to have to make it obvious. So I won't go into the details of all the things that happened, but just in several different ways, we felt confirmation that that was the wrong decision after we made it. And basically I called back and the job was still open. And so I went ahead and took the job because it felt like that's what we were supposed to do at the time. Eventually we do feel like we're supposed to go to Colorado, but I think we're only supposed to go for a year. And we were trying to figure out if this was our year or if it's next year or if it's the year after that. I want to be real with you guys. I show everything in a positive light so much that I don't always stop to talk to you about the things that are hard. And this has been a really hard season for me. Not agreeing with your spouse is difficult. Even though, we've been together for 30 years now and, we've been through a lot together. We've helped each other through a lot. But when you have a major life decision and you don't see eye to eye on it, it's difficult no matter how long you've been together and how committed you are. For so many years of your life, you spend time as a mom, just taking care of your kids. You stay up at night late with them. You take care of them when they're sick. All the money that you have goes towards their clothes and their shoes and their school fees and everything that they need to be involved in activities like sports, and your time goes into all of that. And after school, performances and all of these things that you're focused on. And then when your family starts leaving the house, you think, okay, now it's time for me, right? But your family still has opinions about how you should live your life, and they want things from you. And it's hard. It's a hard transition. I'm in a time of my life where I know that there's more for me to do and there's more that God has for me. But I don't really know exactly the timing of things, and I can't see that far ahead. So after we had an agreement, decided that, we were supposed to go and that we gotten confirmation that God wanted us to go this year, then my husband started having doubts. And, he has a hard time making change and transition, and he doesn't like being pulled out of his comfort zone and having to meet new people. I'm the person that is more social than he is, and it takes him a long time to build up his friends network, whereas I am a social butterfly, and I might not make close friends, but I can definitely hold my own and meet new people and feel like, what we have at our house is enough until I meet that special person that I feel like I can really connect to. I can get through until that point where I can make a close friend and have enough like close friends that I keep in touch with remotely anyway, that if something were to go wrong, then I have people to talk to and I have a good support network. It might just not be like right where I'm living. So, he's like more of an introverted person. And so this is, why I think sometimes when we make decisions together, like I'm ready to go and we've agreed on something, I'm ready to do it. And then he'll be like, yes. And then another day he'll be like, but I don't know. And so, we've kind of struggled together as a family. It's been some difficult conversations and some just difficult disagreements about the timing of everything. But I have decided, that, since he's not comfortable, that made our kids uncomfortable. And we have a daughter who is getting married this next year. We have another daughter who's having a baby in November. And of course, those things are always going to be at the top of our list. My girls have always been my number one, and they may not understand some of the decisions that I make all the time because I'm the parent and they're not. But when I consider, something like moving temporarily to another state to do a program, I don't consider those things lightly. Like I think about my family and how they're impacted. And I thought of how, okay, so if this is what we're going to do, what would that look like as far as making sure that we maintain family connections? And, I know how I would do that. I wasn't too worried about it, but because everyone else in the family was worried about it, I just felt a lot of like pressure and like I was going to be creating a situation for the family if I went ahead with the job. So turned the job down, took the job, turned the job down again. Believe it or not, I still have a good relationship with this principal, and I know that that's like amazing, but that's just because she's the person that she is. And I truly believe that I'll have an opportunity to work in that building at some point or to work with those people at some point in my future. But for this year, I'm not going anywhere. I have decided to just continue to teach in the area that I'm doing well in, to not make any changes in my my current role. So I am teaching middle school science still, which means I am the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade science teacher once again. And I know that there are a lot of people that I have this year the chance to have siblings of students that I'd had in the past, and those families are looking forward to me being the science teacher again and having some just continuity. There are a lot of really good people that have been supporting me in my quest to reach an administrative level position, and I appreciate everything that those people have done. I appreciate all of their knowledge and experience that exceeds mine, and I appreciate their advice over the years, but nobody knows me better than me. And I know when I have this feeling in my gut like this isn't going to be a good thing for me, that I need to listen to that, because that's the Holy Spirit telling me that it's not the right timing. And possibly part of the reason it's not the right timing is that I have a daughter having a baby and I have another daughter getting married, and they're going to need me and my family comes first. But also possibly it's because I need to go through Karis first, because I need to get healing and receive wisdom and get a different type of training that I can't get anywhere else. So that's where I'm at. This has been kind of a long video, so I hope that I did not bore you, but thinking about my theme, I'm working on getting everything together and making my classroom really reflect the amazing experiences that I had while I was in Africa, and utilizing some of those experiences in my lesson planning to make it fresh and new, even though I already have some lessons that are go-tos that I know I will use again. just kind of injecting some new energy into that position. So I'm just kind of taking it day by day, doing what I see in front of me, and I knowing that ultimately, as long as I'm listening to him, that I'm impacting people around me every day. I impacted people on my Africa journeys, and I'm impacting people on my channel, and I'm impacting everybody that I come into contact with, whether that be at work or church or in the community. So eventually I will get there, and when the time is right, the right job will open up for me where I can be successful and I can impact students in the way that I want to positively impact them for their futures. So that is it. I'm going to end the vlog off here. I'm going to drink the rest of my drink. I will see you in the next vlog.